Let's go. Just let's go. I can't even speak anymore. I spent 4 hours streaming earlier today. And since then I've been thinking more about the project. And the ThinkPad is also running hot at 90 degrees Celsius. I want to make good on the promise I made to recognize album covers. Here's an album cover. That's an album cover. Nice music too. That's the idea also. I will put the link in the chat. And you can listen to this pleasant music if you so choose. Myself, I actually want quietness. I mean, silence for coding. For coding, no, it's okay. The music, or good even. But when I have to talk and stream and stuff, I want it quiet actually. So, plus we avoid the copyright problem if you just listen to this on your own accord. And I do want the chat to be popped out. Maybe somebody comes, you never know. I've had visitors before. Okay. Gazelle should be on top. Always on top. It's an attitude. There's our chat. Small, but whatever. Move this a little here. Yeah, so we want to improve a lot here. Last time we got 4 sub-goals done. Which was very productive. What's the next sub-goal? Let's get our album cover back. Here we are. And yeah, I want to make some small changes to the UI and introduce some new features here also. So the final sub goal is to identify contingents. Google continues. Connected areas. Contingents. I guess it's a word. We want to detect contiguous regions in the image. Like here, this is a region of the same color. This here, this above here, and various smaller things. So identify contiguous. I can't. It's connected regions of same or similar color. We will have some tolerance built in, definitely. How much the colors are allowed to vary. Same, similar color. And first we do some stuff. Let's do the very simple stuff first. Reverse compression metric. Right now the compression means smaller numbers are more compression. I think that's actually very unintuitive. I vote for changing it since I'm the only person in the room right now. And Gazelle doesn't vote yet. I say we reverse it. So if this says 99% compression, it means 1% of the image is only interesting, or you can use code that is 100 times smaller than the original image to reproduce the image. This is kind of pointless right now. CPU is okay, FPS is also okay. We just should have multiple measures. How many screenshots are made in a second, how many screenshots are actually analyzed. It's probably maybe not the same number, or it is the same number, who knows. Also I want to make these logarithmic, give them new names. Number of rows that are that the image is split in, and a similar number of columns is used. But I find it more intuitive if we have like few simple levels. So basically we take powers of 2. 32 is 2 to the power of 5. You knew that, right? So if we double this, it's 6, and we could allow things like 5.5. 2 to the power of 5.5 is Is it 48? No, I don't think so. But something in the area. Posterize is the number of colors. And there I want to do a similar thing, I guess. Maybe we decide on some base level. We say usually we have rows posterize. It becomes, I would say, U. I have a keyboard where Y and Z is swapped. Bought the wrong language version. Zoom and just colors or something. Color. So, and the default values, I guess, could be yeah, maybe this 128 rows and 8 colors or 16 colors, maybe. I think that could be a normal setting. That's very good. I just watched a very dark movie, like just dark scenes, and for these cases you want to go higher here or just apply some gain to the image beforehand. Maybe even 16. I mean, 8 is a little. What are we? Are we in the 80s? Is it an 8-bit computer? No, so then we can use 16 brightness levels. Yeah. Now my goals don't fit on screen anymore. I have too many goals. I always have been told I have too many goals in life. My mother told me, my teacher told me. I never listened. I didn't even check if the YouTube stream is. Yes, it is live. Okay. Yeah. Maybe we can close most of the stuff here. Keep just the most important source codes open. Which is the main program. Here's a new algorithm I integrated from the world of academics. Mr. Professor Dr. Welford. It can hold the average of a list of numbers plus their standard deviation or their variance, which is just the square of this. And the clue is you can add another number to it, and it will immediately have the new average, which is simple, and the new standard deviation, which is not that simple, but I thought about it a bit earlier today. I was like, yeah, man, this must be possible. Because like all the terms cancel out, an algorithm like this would be possible. I didn't think it 100% through. Somebody named Mr. Welford did. So we have this, and this could be nice, for example, if you have a region. Let's see as an example, wait. So you have or you're looking for rectangles of stuff, yeah. You have some rectangle here. And you ask whether it just makes sense to grow it by another column of pixels or a row of pixels. So you can ask, if you take all the pixels in the rectangle, what is their standard deviation from each other? The brightnesses of all the pixels. The less the deviation is, the more it is one color. So we could say the lower that number is, the better of a rectangle it is. And then you can just try adding another row or column and see if the deviation goes down or not. If it goes down, you add it and you go again, and then you grow it, hopefully just until it fills the actual rectangle thing that is there. I'm looking for simple algorithms to find typical structures in an image. Rectangles are very typical. Circles are also typical. And complicated structures like human faces are also quite popular. Excuse me. Oh, the link, yeah. Today's album cover. Can I post links to YouTube on YouTube? Question for support. I wouldn't even be sure. In a YouTube comment, you cannot necessarily post a link to a video. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I spent like 5 years on YouTube nonstop, and I still don't know when it's allowed to post a link to a YouTube video under a YouTube video. It's kind of nuts. It's so arbitrary. Just intransparent is what it is. I also read about Content ID and the possibility of having copyrighted music in your stream, but I didn't even understand their explanation. The explanation said content ID is only checked after the live stream has been archived, so after it's over. But then they also said you're going to be warned about a content ID violation during the stream, or that's what it looked like to me. It sounded like. So am I being warned and they say please turn off your music and I turn it off and it's all fine? Or am I going to be reported after the stream is done? Can I evade this by not saving the archived stream? There are so many question marks after reading this one Google text. I don't have it here right. Oh, yes, I have it here actually. Yeah, I do have it open. Yeah, I mean, try to understand this copyright issues. All live streams are scanned for matches to third-party content. Right, when it's identified, a placeholder image may replace your live stream. It kind of sounds like it's already in the bad territory. You'll be warned to stop streaming the third-party content. How do they warn me though? They call me or they overlay it on my stream? What if I don't watch my own stream? I don't know. If third-party content remains in your stream, yeah. Right, yeah, your live stream will be temporarily interrupted, so it is about the live stream when it takes place, not later. But down here it says content ID claims are only made after you complete your live streams if you decide to archive the video. Yeah, loads of question marks, and I think I'm probably gonna get in trouble. And as I don't really like to listen to music while I code, I put the link in the chat anyway. Okay, what is this here? What are we looking at? I can see both green screens. I can see the original screen. You can only see this here. What may it be? It's actually the live stream preview window from YouTube. So what appears in here is the whole screen here, basically, with a delay. All right, but oh yeah, I want to hunt for source codes. Close a lot of tabs. A whole lot of tabs. Okay, and here. Yeah. Look how I cleaned up my operating system. I closed everything. Tabula rasa. Clean the table. Yeah, that's source code number 1. There's another one, which is the main program. I could merge them. I'll keep them separate right now. And compression. That's the one. This here is this here. Yeah, one more thing I want to make is like URLs in the UI. A very simplified form of a URL, no protocol, no nothing, just like a path. So if you have an input field where you can type like FPS, and it shows you the FPS counter full screen. You type CPU, you get this, or you type screenshot, you get this one, or you type screenshot with controls, and you get this control pad here and screenshot. All the log, and there can be longer URLs later, with like slashes in between, so you can actually create things through these URLs, and just so you can rearrange your UI. That's a good thing about it. You could also easily have like split. This is a split pane, or it's a vertical. No, it's a horizontal split pane, and there's a vertical split pane also. So we need an easy to code, simple way that is flexible enough to restructure this UI as the user pleases. Okay, long-term compression score. Probably, yeah. Probably, maybe I'll leave it out for now because it's kind of, it's always 0.5. It's not super interesting. Yeah, how about we screw the probability and we keep the compression, but why do I type this long word? I don't know. Score. Score. Score, score, score. There. Compressed size divided by baseline. Yeah, we simply say 100 minus, and I think these 3 digits are not really of concern. Maybe 1 digit. Or for now, actually simply just round it. Should be fine. Oh yeah, it doesn't upgrade automatically. It takes 2 clicks. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. Funny how it went up just now. Was it still compressing? I thought I only show the score after it's done compressing, but it really seemed to build up just now. Maybe my own code is more sophisticated than I thought. Okay, FPS 7. Yeah, I have the whole wrong window here anyway. That is the one. Did I change it to 2? Changed itself. I mean, if you're lucky, then 2 is perfect. Just black and white. You can have a brightness level also, a brightness modifier. But I'm more in favor of not modifying the brightness beforehand. Just keep the colors as they are, or the grayscale levels. And just choose more or less of these colors here. But I mean, yeah, it's basically the same image in 2 colors. Okay, reverse compression metric is done. I'm sorry, I had a bit of a runny nose last week. It's the remnants of that. Rows and posterize, rename to zoom and color. Okay. I should maybe have made a backup of this. Backup of the earlier version. I mean, I can always get the backup just from the history in the repository. Well, I think there's a certain sense in making a backup right now. I'll actually do that. Let's take the previous version here and just make it backup. And so we go to version 2. Right now it's November Gazelle version 1, I think. Version 1 backup. And yeah, we should maybe there are 2 parts. This is a module. The other one is the main program. I think we should make a backup of this one too. Be complete. And we need to update one include here to point to the backup. And yeah, let's go to number 2 or not. Number 2 is good for you. With the version number is in the outer. your source code. And we're back to the developing status. We can actually start doing this UI URL thing right away, because then the user can even rearrange these controls, show them, hide them, whatever. That's actually a tremendous idea. Very light beer. It's half lemonade, half beer. It's for when you almost don't want to get drunk. It tastes good too. I've sworn off normal beer. Too strong for me. All right. So we need this input field on top. Let's make that first. So it's a bit like a browser afterwards, I guess. Let's see. Right now the top component is this split pane. Pane not as in painful, but like panel, pane panel, like window pane. And yes, that's here, H split. My short function name for it. And on top of this we just do north and center with a margin. And on top we have the URL bar. Text field UI URL. Yep. Probably some go button or something. I can wait though. And it's a field. UI URL is a field, so it's also persistent. That should already compile, I think. Will it compile? Question of the week. What would I need for an auto update? I would need some server backend where the update trigger can be pulled or asked for in some way. I can just use the normal mechanism that my OS offers for distributing snippet updates or module updates. There's no security risk in that. We could actually just do that. Okay, here's our URL. Now we put some stuff in there. Wrong source code. Wrong source code. Okay. End of module. Always nice to have little markers. Yeah, here's still some old style execution where we make a regular thread. But I wanted to put a layer on top of that, and I've started to do that. So here we should also have something different. What is this called? Compression run. Yeah, this is a new kind of executing stuff using a ping source. And we would do the same thing there also. Yeah, this is also why it uses more than a half of a CPU core. Because some of the execution bypasses the whole thread pool idea. this on-off switch, which halves the processing power basically. So as soon as this screenshot is made, it goes to a new thread and compresses there. But only after that is ended does it make the next screenshot. So it always is only one analysis in flight at a time. So I'm thinking this new thread is kind of not even doing anything. I would guess it doesn't do anything actually. How about we just try without it? Will anything break at all? Where does this catch go? There. Let's try without that. Okay, that one was not in the goal list, just came up with that. I looked at that part of the source code. Yeah, let's have the auto update thing. I think it's called different size connector. No, but similar. What was it called? Yeah, snippet update connector. That's already the specialized version that only gets these snippet updates. Recompilation on the server is a snippet update. Connect to server is what it's called. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of all I need. I start this one thing. This one odd trick. And wait. Anything change right now? It's using more CPU now? Or maybe it's just reporting more. What happened to my on-off switch? I'm pretty sure I put it in there. There it is, on-off oscillator. It's being started. And it triggers this here. Maybe we're not calling the ping function enough. We're not giving the process a chance to sleep. Just compute, 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 and we don't even ask if we should sleep. That's actually possible. But I don't think it's true, because this one, for example, calls ping every time. Every step that is taken. No, please move. Yeah, I'm just checking if things still work. It seems to me they do work. Yeah, all good. Okay, not sure about this 25%, but it seems to stay within that level. That's pretty good. And now we do this URL thing. Render UI URL. That was pretty funny. Do I spell it like this? Yeah, maybe I do. And out comes a component, which is a graphical. Any part of this user interface is a J component. So we'll have a list of made components, existing components, or we make them live every time. Usually we can just make them live, actually, as requested. But we should have a registry for making these components. It's a map of a string to a function, which gives a J component UI map. Is it case sensitive? I guess it is probably not, because case sensitive is really annoying. So CI for case sensitive, insensitive. Key is UI URL. Value is component maker. UI map get URL. That's our maker function. I'm sorry. And we just call it, and if there's nothing we can do, we display an apology. If there's something, we return the component. Yeah, let's make it a little prettier. And otherwise, we return a centered label. URL not found. URL. Bam, that's beautiful. And now we initialize the map with some things. Yeah, these little boxes go into the map, and here we just reflect request them UI render UI URL FPS either with or without the box. I don't know yet. And we have some function init UI map called at appropriate time. Maybe here. UI put. I mean, if we have this section thing, section is the box with the title and the contents, we can easily dissect it again. It should not be a complicated operation. This one's a little lame because it doesn't define its own class. No, it does define its own class. It's called JSection. So if you get this, you can easily extract the contents if you don't want the box around it or different box. We don't really lose any flexibility by putting it in the box in the first place. Okay, maybe one for testing is enough, or we need the UI put method. Oh yeah, but I forgot that it should be dynamic, made on demand, not right away. We can also make it right away. It's just a detail. We can also make it lazy, which means we don't make it right away, but after we make it, we keep it. We can also throw it away again if we don't use it for a long time. There are all these strategies for keeping data around or not keeping it around. And it's simply a put. Yeah, what if it's already there? I don't know. All the detailed questions, I don't care. I just put it in the map. Is this compilable? Oh yeah, and I wanted to put the update connector in there. It's technically a server connection, and I'm very cautious with server connections in this context because this is supposed to be extremely privacy aware. People are supposed to analyze their screenshots using this software, so it's kind of powerful stuff. So I do not put any server connections in here unless they are explicitly marked or unless it's like really innocuous, like downloading an image or something. That's just not a relevant thing, but I want to make sure that you are sure that it does not transmit anything to the server of any of any sensitivity at all. So it's open source anyway, you can check that. It's a matter of philosophy and building trust. Is it for the outside? Yeah, it's for the outside module. Because if it's inside the operating system, it has auto update anyway, which is for free in my OS. Here we kind of simulate it. We need the program ID, which we have here. Yeah, why not do it here? And we react to the message. Is there not a way to get all of this in one? The wrong search engine again. Huh. Yeah, I do the same thing here. Make the connector and then I react to the message. I think it should be possible all in one. Oh, okay. That should also work. Transfer, okay. Oh, I also have to parse the event. That's a little lame. Ah, whatever. Let's copy the code. Okay. This one should be the one. I only wanted to show an info box first. Gazelle can be updated. Wow. Wow. Oh yeah, there's so many. Okay, one too many. Verbose. No, well, why not? Yep. Little problem. Not big though. Blue color. Yeah. Okay. This time we will not be notified because the notify code has to be downloaded. Next time we will be notified. Top chat, live chat. I think now if I compile this, there should be a notice. Oh, it will be in the other screen. Info boxes appear on the left screen. It just said Gazelle can be updated. You can see it. Yeah, see? See it here. Yeah, it's a feature, right? It's a flag. Auto update. Let's put it in. It's in third source file here. Auto update. It's a checkbox. Not everybody will want to auto update, I guess. Yeah, it's a flag. No. No. We can read, we can set the value. We have to declare the value. And then we do the restart if the flag is set. Maybe we should move this whole thing actually in the Gazelle host class. Net auto update. Here. Stem.auto update. Kind of useless distinction sometimes. If the variable or the field is in one object or the other object. There are two objects that work closely together, and only these two objects. It really doesn't matter in which one the flag is. So, one more manual update. And from there on out, only auto updates. A milestone, a breakthrough. See, it even remembers the incomplete stuff I typed here. Say auto update. Yeah, and wait for the next update event. So, if I type this, I want to see only the FPS. UI component. So now URL. There's something called on enter. Usually you have like a button next to it, right? I think I have a combination thing. Text field and submit. Text field and button or something. That should exist. Yeah, it's almost the right thing. It's just the wrong one for a technical reason. There's this. Text field and button. Yeah. Ah, yeah, no, the lower one. So we can connect it to the field. And this is an old school syntax, old JavaX style. We should update for sure. Let's do the update. This is the new version. Wait, why is it? Oh, okay, it's receiving the typed text. Why not? Text field and button. Something broke here. The one I wanted actually doesn't exist. It seems. Old school function reference to new school function reference. Parametric type. VF1. Null is null. Otherwise, it's a lambda. That looks like this. Yes. Text field and button. We have the text field. We have the button text. Go. And we have the listener. Yeah, we need a way to reference this whole main area. Let's call it main area. And it's like it's called SCP, single component panel. It's like a place where you can drop in an element, take it out again, replace it with another one. Transient main area. Don't forget the semicolon, because semicolons are super important for Java compilers. I still need the action URL, show URL. Yeah, let's distinguish UI URL, not normal URLs. URL, that's our listener, and somewhere here, show UI URL. URL. First we trim this, of course, drop the spaces. We try to render. Well, we do render, I guess. Set component, main area, rendered stuff. So now we have the opportunity to destroy our URL with one click. Because there's no way to get back to the normal screen. All I can do right now is show the FPS counter, I think. Yep, but it's still in development, so it's to be expected. Things that only half work are our daily bread. I've been working in development for so long and in this huge project that is forever not ready, not complete. But it is completing. Right now there's a huge forward push. So first of all, okay, there was an auto update, that's magnificent. But where's my go button? Severe lack of go button. Does enter work? No, nothing works in fact. What happened? This cannot be the code that I just wrote. This is the new one. What? Oh, I know. I only called restart. The restart does not download the new version. That, in fact, is another function. Upgrade. Yeah, it's called upgrade now. It used to be called restart, but now it's different. Okay, that was a bug. There's a go button, a bit large, I guess. Why is it so wide? All these buttons are so wide. It's a feature of the look and feel I plugged in, I guess. Okay, I get an exception somewhere else, which is relatively stupid, but fixable. How did it even occur, actually? No module set, but sadly I just lost the print log. I can get a new print log. 1 second here. Run. No, we stopped system. Wait. Oh, I didn't actually complete the edit here. I make this component, but don't put it anywhere. Or default main. In fact, that would just be another UI control or UI URL, which we can call UI put default. Perfect name, if you ask me. What are my brackets doing? This bracket is completely wrong. This one is also wrong. Yes, no, yes. Exactly. So default URL is default. And when we begin, we actually render whatever URL we currently have typed. I think that should work. Oh gee, bad brackets, my favorite. Yeah, I see that. That's where this. Oh, okay, that's the point. Yeah. that bracket that was here had its purpose. I just didn't realize. I hope now everything is fine. Miss my Gazelle window. Come on. Come back, Gazelle, come back. Yeah, this one works. Why not do it? Forgot a return statement. Not tragic. Yeah, in fact, we don't even need these buckets. All I need is this. I would like the album to play while I wait for the compiler. Not while I talk and code, maybe, but in these waiting seconds. Screen selectors, okay. And UI put, yeah, no, but that's a follow-up error. Oh, wait. Screen selectors, and they go. It's another UI URL, right? Screen selectors, render UI URL, screen selectors. We will need a shortcut for this function name here. Okay, UI put. Should also have something like a recursion protection. If you request the same URL component inside of itself, it will happily go into an endless loop. Computers are like that. Execute any instruction, however crazy it is. So here we return this, and I think now it might be fixed. As I said, we need a shortcut for the function name. I'm already mistyping it. We can, however, do the cute little AKA trick. Okay, there's a special problem. Screen selectors are the button group. The button group is not technically a UI element, it's just like some meta element, which is of course pretty annoying. Oh no, okay, I just grouped it wrong. This is the component. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, what if we have multiple components? We'll just put them in any random container, or in something like JLine, which arranges them in a line, and we could just grab it out of there again and put it in a new container. All children. What am I even? All children. This should give us the components contained in the panel. Yeah. Oh no, I don't want to recurse actually. I just want to the next level children, not all the recursions. Yeah, no. There. Gazelle would auto-update if it was running. Okay, now we have the FPS counter here, and with default we get an error. Oh, the same error I had before that I didn't understand. Okay, what if I just restart? And now, do I have a chance of getting to see the actual error message? I mean, a program that doesn't show me its error messages, that's not good. We'll have a flag to keep the console printing. System out, not here. System out. Console. Unless I say console, we stop the console printing. There. So now, first I update. No, first I fix the bug. What? I think I just smuggled in an asterisk. Illegal importation of asterisks. How did it get to this? Down below. Okay, and now I say run. Okay, if I say close. Now it's angry because I deleted the jar file while it was still running. It's a known Java weakness. In fact, we could circumvent it. Normally it's not a problem. If it restarts, if it auto updates, it doesn't have the same problem, but I cannot exit the program now. That ain't right. Kill. All for finding the bug. There, that's what I wanted to see. A stack trace. Yeah. I have to call the enter method. It's some bookkeeping stuff. Not terribly interesting. Okay. Default is default. FPS is FPS. Random is not found. Yeah, let's put something to the left of it, like the word show or something. With label show. And ideally we want a drop-down list of the known URLs. It's pretty much just this one function call, I think. Collection of items and the selected item. However, we cannot use text field and button anymore. Do we have combo box and button? Only one way to find out. We don't, but I think it should be easy to make. This is not a long function. It just does two simple things. Combo box and button. Yeah, forget the old syntax. We only use a new syntax now. There's a combo box. There's a button text. There's an action. I think this was all it took. Yeah, there's editable and uneditable combo box. That's actually a question. It has to be editable, so I can type. I mean, it doesn't have to right now. Right now, I can only select known things anyway. But I think it should be editable right away. So you can also have autocomplete and stuff. Is this the one, auto combo box? I like things called auto, must be good. What is this? It handles enter, it handles escape. To hide the pop-up. It handles the tab key. Okay, sure. What's better about auto combo box than normal combo boxes? Why do we have 3 versions of auto combo boxes? So much choice. Let's see who is using what combo box. I don't know, here maybe? I'm liking this auto combo box, I think. Okay. Okay, combo box and button, auto combo box. This is our UI URL. And oh, but we need it linked to this field. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, it's 2 a.m. I mean, why not? We have this. We have a DM combo box, which is a combo box which has a field which is persistent. So that what we type here is automatically stored and restored. Yeah, okay. But this is not the auto combo box. Okay, we can, okay. First we make the auto combo box. Then we bind it to the live value. Yeah, okay. What we list here is simply the keys of the UI map. That's step 1. Then we bind it to the invisible internal value. Now it's bound to the value, and now we add the button and the action. Oh, incomplete function declaration. Oh. What is your problem? Maybe we should split this up into multiple lines. There's our live value. We bind it. Comma is from this one here. Let's Sort action. Oh, closed too many brackets. Give me the magic update. I mean, this is screenshot worthy. There. It disappears when I press screenshot. Do I even get a screenshot? Did I press the right key? Questions over questions. So if I type nothing, then I should get the... No. Huh? Okay, this drop down is not really working. Okay, try again. Okay, in the first moment. Yeah, who broke my screenshotting? Now I can screenshot again. Okay, first moment we saw the right stuff here. Now we see it again. Yeah, cool. Can select screens here. Go back to the main screen. I don't like this left aligned though. Either it's going to be centered or right aligned. What do you say? Vote now. Combo box. Yeah, how do I center a combo box? Can I center a combo box? I can center a combo box. It's called center combo box. Somebody smart made this function, knowing they would need it. Right. Look how convenient, I do nothing and it compiles for me. Oh, it doesn't compile for me. I screwed up the brackets again. This? No. This. And this. Right. Three, two, one. Yeah, it's centered. And when I select something, I think it could just go there. How do I do that? I have to ask Yahoo, I think. Java combo box event item selected event. Now they have two of these pop-ups. Holy moly. Item listener, get state change selected. Is that really the best way? Okay, action listener, change listener, and item listener. Which is which though? Change listener. Maybe it is this item state listener or item listener. Let's see if I've ever made use of that. I did. Oh yeah, we have the text field where I can type in whatever I want. This has change events and it's called onSelected item. Okay, good. Maybe if I type something I don't want it to immediately react. It's a bit extreme. But if I select something from the list, it should show that, I think. Okay, onSelected item. It's also an old school function, so we make a new one, 2. There we go. OnSelected item. Oh no, it's not there yet. A lot of nested functions here. OnSelected item, we do the same thing. Show the UI URL. We call it home, not default. I mean, who likes default? Let's call it home. No. Yep, we need to recompile the library, or we can use a little trick. Need latest version of onSelected item. That way we get one function freshly compiled without having to recompile the whole library, and it should update any second. Boom. Yeah, good. Making the home screen takes a little moment, but it's fine. That's cool already. Because what I wanted is to show only the screenshot and the controls, not this on the left side, especially when the window is so small. So we just make a few new UI URLs. I mean, we can actually do the really cool thing and do it in line here. Screenshot with controls. Function name is not the clearest, but the cool thing is we can give it a URL and show the component at the same time. It will be even cooler if we can do It typed. Yeah, we can do that. Do a generic type here. First we put it in the map. We have to widen the cast. Or just like this. And we make one of the instances immediately. It's not that good though. We can try, but yeah, no, we should make them one at a time, not in this nested fashion. It's a bit bogus. I'll have the auto update. I can keep coding while it updates. So good. So now we have. See, for some reason it didn't work. UI map put. Huh? Forget it. We make this first. Yeah, because I fell for my own trick. This is only executed when you make the home screen. So this other one is never defined. It was not a clear logic. This is clear logic. Get the brackets right and everything's good. And where did I just steal it? Must be right off the edge split. So here. Oh, I can't think anymore. This doesn't look right. Top controls, tabs. No, it's correct. Let's make another shorter version of this. Namely, I don't know, UI get. Yeah, we're getting a really customizable UI. I think is a very good thing. This is done. Yeah. Screenshot with controls. And we could improve this odd looking name. Bring it more into human space screen. Selector. There should be a gap above here, right? It's looking strange, in fact. With margin should do the job. Oh, but we lost the enabled checkbox. It's kind of important, I guess, seeing as it enables the whole recognition and the screenshotting. But I mean, we can put it in the UI URL system. Yeah, it's pretty simple. UI put I put enabled DM checkbox. Enabled, I think that's all it is. With an arrow, obviously. And we can put it having it here, having it twice here is a little lame. Yeah, no, sure, let's put it in here. Let's maybe actually just not show it on the left there. Well, whatever. We put it in here. Checkbox enabled. Screens like that. Another checkbox, another spinner. Close the J panel. Should be fine. I always say that, and sometimes it is. Getting late or early or both or something. Yeah, nice spacer, it's a lot better. Maybe get rid of the colon. Micromanagement, I tell you. Micromanagement. That's what we do here. But we also do Grand Vision. Grand Vision combined with micromanagement gives a very lengthy project. You're guaranteed to work a long time because you focus on everything, every detail. And the task itself is also huge. So it's not a project for lazy people. Although it is, because we automate everything. And after that, we can be lazy, I think. Lazier than before. Some people are very lazy though. I think some people just watch stuff. Move if necessary. Okay, now we have 2 enabled buttons. Check boxes. And it still reloads the whole thing, which is kind of a feature. And they check and uncheck in sync automatically. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. Maybe we could have some line here. That's for later. Okay, so what I want to see is this one. Also, I would like a button for this, or this to automatically occur. Having it zoom, and I wanted to replace these 2 with logarithmic counterparts. In case I care about that right now. Maybe I want to do the actual recognition rather. So the idea is to start at any point in here, or 64 times 114 image, and just keep going as long as we are in the same color. Simple flood fill. I'm sure I have done a flood fill before. Oh man, I need some rest. So here's a flood fill in Lua. I used to do Lua. Can you believe that? I mean, why not believe it? It's a nice language. Lua, I used to code in Lua. It was a Lua interpreter written in Java. At first, Lua proper. But yeah, I could not have built my AI with only Lua. Or maybe I could have. But Java is more powerful. Let's look at the algorithm though. Forget the language. How does it work? It has a stack because you cannot use the native stack. That will just overflow. You have to use your own stack structure, which is not complicated. And then you go through the whole grid. If something exists at the grid cell. Wait, what? No, you don't go through the grid. You have a stack where you put the first coordinates that you want to start at some location in the image, X and Y. And in the loop we take the top of the stack, which is the location, and check the surroundings actually. Put them on the stack. Except when we have already seen a location. Yeah, we mark locations as visited. In my case, I would mark them with a specific region that we declare. Different regions, so yeah. Put these on the stack, they will be checked. That's the whole thing. I mean, it's not very complicated. Unless you want certain patterns, in which order you want to flood fill. For beauty reasons or for performance reasons. One thing we want to have is a bit matrix, a virtual bit matrix. This one is actually postponed. Don't care right now. This one is the interesting one. Yeah, we need a bit matrix, virtual bit matrix. Just a matrix with booleans. I mean, in fact, we have the matrix type. No, not Yahoo. We have the matrix type, and we can simply say matrix of bool. There's not much of a reason not to use this. We can also have other functions that look at larger regions at once or whatever. Yeah, let's just use this one. That was really easy. We can have a redirect from... Yeah, let's make that one. That's cool. We define... we define bit matrix. As matrix of bool. That's it. Just a JavaX rewrite, and we're done. Define. Engage. Launch. Connect. Okay, bit matrix. So we have this grid here of 64 times 114 cells. And each of them gets a bit, telling us whether we've been there. No, whether it belongs to a certain region. For each region we have such a matrix actually. And then the point is we can store it in different ways. If it's a very small region, we can just store some sort of small bit matrix where we know the rest is 0. And if it's a very large region, we can mark entire parts of it, entire rectangles, as all one. You can even have a function that calculates like the outline here, for example, and gives us the bit matrix that way as part of the compaction process. So we really want to keep the implementation open. And that's what this is. It's an interface. It has get and set and height and width. So we don't know what the get and set does. It depends on the implementation, which can be, for example, this is the simple one, array matrix. Actually stores the matrix in an array. And then there are all the other ones, that list to matrix, which wraps a list as a matrix. And submatrix, which gives us a portion of a matrix as like a virtual view. And we can have these compressed matrices. Is there like a grid thing? I think a matrix that's stored as a grid. Let me see. No, it's just matrix. No. I think this one is maybe the one. Okay. Didn't do anything there yet. No, I don't think we have this specifically. We will make something like that. In the beginning, we can just store the thing. Oh yeah, okay, we can have something smart here. The array matrix is, of course, using a lot of space, like 4 bytes for each cell. And if we know it's only bits that we store, we can just yeah, can have a bit set here, or we can just say bool. Use the existing bit set class, which has the ability to grow in size. Not really the way we want here, but I mean, it's a start. So say, I don't know if BS is a good variable name. It's short for bit set, whatever. Yeah, that was not that hard. Oh, was slightly incorrect. Change the name and drop the parameter, and it is a bit. Oh, what is abstract matrix? Okay, width, height, and some printing. Sure, keep that. Abstract matrix bool. And we don't even need this implements it. Put in a comment, whatever. Oh, yes. Okay, okay is good. That's also defined. So now we have our storage for the regions. And I was going to look for a Java-based flood fill, I think. What is this one? Is it still Lua? No, this is already Java, and actually we have a bit set here. Check that out. Yeah, that's pretty much the one we want. But it's using, no, it uses its own stack. It's not using the Java stack. This is exactly like the Lua function we saw. Flood fill grid step. It does all the steps. Okay, usually I say step when it's one step. It does the whole thing here. Yeah, we want to have like one structure that contains all the regions we know. And maybe like all points that we looked at so far. So that's like a shrinking. No, it's a growing bit matrix. We could see it the other way and say all the points we haven't looked at, then it would be a shrinking bit matrix. Yeah, for each instance you have a different optimal data structure. For a shrinking bit matrix you could have a special structure where you can always ask, give me another random free point or something, or unseen point. Yeah, because I want to start with random points. Not from the top left and then scan lines and like the usual stuff. How about starting with random points? I mean, does it matter? May give you results faster. I want to get away a little bit from the too computerish approach. Doing scan lines is just so computerish. There's a lot of style decisions here. You can have your AI scan the screen in many different ways, either quickly or slowly. You will literally be able to select computer speed and human speed. Computer speed is like maximum speed. Human speed is, I want to watch how it scans the image, how it combines things. Do it very slowly. From a computer's point of view, a human is really, really, really slow. Unless I do human things that computers can't do yet, then computers are impressed. Or would be if they could think. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sure how much far I'm getting right now. Should I use I bit matrix or just I use this one? Okay. What's a fast way to get somewhere here? Yeah, we have the data type IBW image, grayscale image. May have been posterized, but that doesn't matter that much. The one thing we defined is the tolerance level. How different can one pixel be from the next one and still be counted as the same region? That's like a fundamental parameter we have. Yeah. I'm wondering how to generalize this a little bit. This is hard to connect it to a bit set. It gives it a list of rectangles. Oh yeah, that's another thing I did to simplify it. I'm not keeping the regions as a precise bit set. I just take the surrounding box, the bounding box for each region. Certainly simpler, but I lose information. This time I'm not doing that. The stack is just holding points. We make a class, right? Class flood fill. Class is the right thing. Flood fill. So we have some width and some height of the whole grid. We have a stack of points. We have a test whether a point is has been visited. And that's our first bit matrix. We can have a convenience method here. If we supply a point object pt, this, and then we can just say get.p, and that's a bit matrix. And then we have an actual step function returning a boolean, whether it's saying whether it's done or not done. It's a steppable. No, this is the initializer actually. Start at some point. And if the stack is empty, we're done. Otherwise, we take something off the stack, unpack the coordinates, and we check it if it's in range. Why would it not be in range? Okay, because we put in any point and don't check whether that point is actually in range. It's a bit garbage, I guess. We could do it here. No need to put it on the stack if it's not an actual point. In fact, start at and at point is the same thing. And here we check if it's in range. That's much nicer. So the points we get here are valid points. Get our index. Do we need the index? Nope. So if it's visited, we can do the same thing also earlier. If it's visited is point visited. We don't do it again. So now we mark it visited. Which we also need a method for. There. here we add all these points, all the neighboring points. And here we do something with the point we found. Yeah, we also need to check whether there's a connection, whether they're the same color or something. Let's say whatever, bridge, existing point, and one of the neighbor points. Could also do diagonal here. In this case, we only do horizontal and vertical. And the bridge function checks for things like them being the same color. If is connectable, add point. And this will have to be defined. That's kind of like abstract actually. Or we can say swappable. We throw an exception if the user was too lazy to implement. Possible pitch. Keep renaming this function. Visit it. Event visited P. But it's not going to compile. I see the first error already. Let's see. Here return true. We return true to indicate more work is to be done. Do not instantiate the type matrix boolean. Oh yeah, but matrix is only the interface, not the implementation. We could declare a default implementation, or we can just say we use something like bitset matrix. Bitset matrix is nice because it has almost no space requirement until you put something in. It's pretty reasonable. I just made this? No, I did not. No, I did. Yeah, that should compile. Okay, good. That's nice. Very generic flood fill. Let's restructure a bit. Input, internal, events, internal, so it's not abstract, but you have to implement at least a few things for it to work. It's basically persistable, right? Who knows? Okay. Okay, so then we connect it to our image and define this central thing. Also, do we do one flood fill or one per region? It seems to me we do one flood fill because the set of visited points is the same for all the regions at once. Yeah, well, let's go. Flood fill, black and white image. No. No, we don't. We have an image which is virtual, of course, and we have a width and a height. There, and we have is connectable. Yeah, we have a tolerance. Double maybe. Other tolerance pixel, 2 pixel. That's a fraction of 1. So we get both points in the image. Float pixel or whatever it was. Get float pixel. Alright. Image get float pixel. This calls for a convenience method. Default point p. X, y. Okay, color 1 or brightness 1 actually. Brightness A and brightness B, and we simply check if the difference is in our tolerance range. And I guess we have a default tolerance. Let's say it's 1/8. An eighth of tolerance. Yeah, we can start with 1 point. Yeah, it will not visit points that are not connected to the starting point by the same color. So we can actually check the visited area afterwards. See what our region is. But we'll have multiple regions, so we can also have a matrix where each cell is the region that is found. That makes more sense, I'm pretty sure. Also, we can have a pretty cool way to keep the list of remaining points such that we can choose a random point really quickly. I made this glorious class one day, which I even posted to Stack Overflow. Iterate over list in random order. It's not complicated, but pretty elegant. It's based on a smart trick that somebody else found, and then I improved the trick, I believe. I think I did. Yeah, because I'm using the map and it's more efficient. Okay. Plus we will run the shuffled iterator over a virtual list. List of all points is a virtual list. That's pretty neat. Yeah, that should work. Okay. Let's make an instance here. Shuffle point iterator. Iterate over points in grid in random order. And it's simply a shuffle iterator over the virtual list of points in a grid with height and pixel spiral. Wow. So all the pixels in an image, but arranged in a spiral starting at the center. That's really beautiful. Here, grid iterator, but I stopped a little bit early here. We don't need nested iterator, it's just a count iterator. No, it's not iterator one. Oh yeah, I want it as a virtual list. So lazy list something. List from function sounds good. Virtual list, yeah, it's all a synonym. Call it what you want. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Okay, you can make it right here, in fact. Virtual list. We have the index. We have a point. I think that was it, actually. Pretty simple. Oh, okay. The A is superfluous. Here. Let's check it out. Shuffle point iterator. Where's my eval? Nope. I seem to have infinite stamina right now. Like I did 4 hours of streaming earlier. No, some more hours. How long was it? Yeah, only 2 hours and 10. But the energy is there. Did I not define the function? I did not define the function. Time for a new background image. I recently found out that there are people down here. It's so cute, so cool. They're visiting the waterfall and whatever tourist point this is. So nice. Oh yeah, okay, we of course want the list, not the iterator itself. Iterator has a very unfriendly name. Okay, 0, 0, 2, 2. Yeah, we asked for random points, but it didn't work. This is not right. Look at this. X and Y are the same. Oh yeah. I messed this up. Now it's gonna work. Yeah. 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 0, 2, 2, 0. Exactly 9 of them. The order changes every time. It's random and it's reasonably efficient. Very good. Yeah, so we wanted multiple regions. With regions. It builds on the other one, yes, I think, yeah. Keep all of this. We just we make a new region for every point, basically. Yeah, I think that's the simplest way. It doesn't really have to be an event, it's just a function. Swappable or not. Visited. And we override it here. And we actually just make a new region. Yeah, first we have this data structure. It's a matrix of region. Matrix. Do some simple implementation for now. So every point is visited only once, so it will not have a region yet. We just put a new region in there. Yeah, okay, fine. Class region. Each of these has its own map telling us which points belong to it. This one we should store more efficiently, I'm thinking. This makes a pretty long bit set, possibly. Let's do something like just a collection of points. Set points. And we call it point set. Bit matrix. Set bit matrix. point set bit matrix, whatever. And then getting is simply asking if the points contain a point. And setting means adding to the set. So this requires no space basically when it's empty, very little space, and it only goes up slowly when you put some points in. Because all the regions together, I can not have more points than the original grid had. Something else I've screwed up. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's late. First put this up here. Set based implementation. I wrote bot matrix. Anybody notice? Bit matrix. And finally fix this stupid bug here. There. Very good. Add to arsenal. And these are the points belonging to the region. And we can add a point. There, and we can see like the size of the region, which is interesting. Yeah, why not? This one has the advantages we can ask for how many bits are set. Set becomes such a name. And set bits. Whatever. And set bits. Now we have a size of each region. I mean, a bounding box is not a stupid idea. Let's have a bounding box. Rect union with point. Add the point to the region. Okay. With point. The point has a size of 1. When seen as a rectangle. There's our bounding box. And how about we make a string about the region with, or let's say connected region, whatever, region with a number of pixels within the bounding box. Bam. And now we need to do something here when we build a bridge between 2 points. What? What did I do? I don't see anything anymore. What's happening? Matrix.put. Alright, it's set and not put. I mean, might as well call it put. Bug number 1. Oh, we already had our visited. Wait, what? No, what? Wait. Here's a bit matrix visited. Oh, yeah. There's a name conflict. Okay. What now? Yep, almost there. I'm writing all this code and I'm not even testing it. Now we can test the complete flood fill on, let's say, this image. I can also do it outside of Gazelle. Making this image should not be that complicated. It's only like 3 steps. We have the scale, the truncate, and the posterize. We don't really need the posterize. The color reduction. We can use the full color range and just use the tolerance level to handle slightly varying textures and gradients and everything. Can actually basically skip this step, I think. So the main thing we want is just this scaled and truncated. My hyperlinks in the code are not really working. I have to reload this. Oh, yeah, wait. Yeah. I have to reload it manually from time to time. So it sees new code, I think. Let's try again. That looks abandoned. Where was I even? Here. Yeah, now we have hyperlinks here, see? That's so cool. Scaled. integral image. Yeah, we should do it ourselves in a few lines. We shoot the left screen. Shoot left screen. I hope that exists. No, but we have shoot right screen. We can probably do something similar for the left screen. Shoot left screen. Shoot them all. There. Now we have an integral image, and then we have the scaling, and we have the truncation. Now we have a quit rows parameter. What we do? Yeah, 64. I think this should be exactly this image, which we can then flood fill. 94 degrees is so hot. I don't know if the fan is broken or maybe it's normal temperature for ThinkPads. ThinkPads just get very hot inside. It's boiling temperature, it's incredible. This is the core CPU temperature, I believe. Yep. Oh, what did I do here? Oh, it wants the colors also. Static for height. What if we only know the number of rows, not the number of columns? Okay. Where was I here? For height. And then we only need the number of rows. And this is kind of wrong. And yep. Yeah, that looks very similar. Very nice. Let's clear this, forget the errors. And then we do our flood fill. Where is it? Flood fill this. Flood fill this. Sounds like an insult. All at once is the image. What did I want to do? Oh, it's not even complete yet. We can try one region first. We simply select a random point. A random point in the image. I believe that exists. And we say flood fill at point P. And then we go through the whole thing. And we can surely add some callback here or something. Visit. Oh, we have it. It's called visited. A verbose flag is autofill. Verbose is true. And we just check it out. Random point is not existing. We can change that. Random point. No, not Yahoo. In my own search engine. What is Gazelle doing actually? A knowledge base project. It's online and it can actually search for JavaX functions, among other things. But I haven't really worked on it quite a bit. Because now I do the visual Gazelle. See, I can also find functions pretty quickly. Where's the random point function though? Here, that is. And it's often faster either than the normal repository search. We have lots of variations. We make one more here. Makes buffered image. That's that. Yeah, it needs to be initialized. Matrix. Yeah, we have width and height in the corresponding fields. Okay, I think I have to stop soon. I want to see the first flood fill, the first region detected, and then I go to bed or whatever I do. Still null. It's not initializing the data array, that's weird. That seems wrong, simply. In fact, I have never used this before. All I've used is virtual matrices. I have never used the concrete array matrix. Data is new. Is this even possible because it's a generic type? Not sure right now, but we will surely be warned. Yeah, some Java, Java please. Just do the reasonable thing. please. Okay. You should see a list of points now, which have been discovered as belonging to a region. Yeah, there it is. 718, wherever that is, somewhere up here. 18, 9, 18, it's going to the right until it ends. The streak ends, the color ends. And then it goes to another direction, which is to the left. It doesn't seem to go up or down, so it seems like a horizontal line, unless there is a bug. So now, of course, what I want to see is this line. We can make an image out of the region, right? Oops. Oh, we didn't put it in the region yet, actually. We only make one region for each point, which is not really what we want. Yeah, we need to extend this a little. Possible bridge. Create bridge. Normally, that just means we visit the new point. In fact, that could also, that can always be done. No, wait. I think it's going. And this one we can override. Simple flood fill has no real notion of bridges, it just finds a lot of points. The sophisticated versions have they store bridges in a different way. Nope. Because here we will merge two regions now. If these 2 points have the same color, or around about the same color. So now we check their regions for each point. Region 1, region A, whatever. Even the editing is slow, it's doing so much stuff. Can disable Gazelle here. It's a lot faster immediately. Okay, region A and region B. Oops. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think it's correct. The first one will always have a region, so that's how it works. The other one may not exist. This may be like a virgin point, unvisited. I think. No, wait. No, we visited first. No, we don't. Yes, we do. No, we don't. There's putting on stack and there's visiting. we make the region when we visit it. Could make that earlier actually. When we add the point, we could already edit point. So without loss of generality, we can merge the second one into the first one. The second one is typically small, or just 1 pixel. So we merge these in a way. And we can go the slow way, I mean, who cares? Edit 1 point at a time. Yeah, sure. For each point in the region B, we add it to region A. And we need a list of the points. Points. What's it? Points dot points. No. Points dot points. Yeah. And we need to replace the matrix value also. In the matrix for the point, we overwrite with region A. And we will have a list of regions, obviously. Regions. This, I guess. And when we create a region, we add it to our list or our set. And when we merge the regions, we remove from our set. If all of this makes any sense, we have a region detector. What? Oh. Add, also known as add point. We're still starting from 1 point, but let's just try this one. But it will detect, I think it will go everywhere. No, it will usually stop. Yeah, we can have different modes of scanning the thing. Let's try with 1 point, 1 starting point. My logic was wrong. There's not always a region already there. Wait. Yeah, it's trying to create a bridge, but there's no region defined for one of those points. Okay, it's happening on the first point already. Oh, wait. What? Create bridge. At least we want a better error message. That's the minimum I expect. Alright then, let's add more debugging. Matrix. Edit point. P. And there's a new region. Possible bridge. I'll get this. Is edible. It's not even. If it's out of range or already visited, it's not edible. Come on. This can't be that hard. Okay. Region with 0 pixels. Yeah, I'm making a new. I'm making a region with 0 points. And then I merged the regions, both of which have 0 points, because I forgot to add the original point. to the region. So all the regions have 0 points, which is a bit lame. 0 pixels with a null. That's devastating. Now it's better. 113 pixels. Quite a bit. From here to here. I really have to see this graphically. Who can understand these? 013 is starting. It's the black. No, it's not the black side here. I actually don't know what it is. I have to see this. Let's show the region as an image and then I go to bed. As image. What do? We do, of course, one of our virtual image classes. Right. Is there an abstract base class? No, but there could be. There could be. Let's call it my BW image from function. We have the we should use an efficient type int float. Now I have two parameters. One result is I have 2. We have something here already. Int double. It's good enough for me. And we have a width and we have a height. And we just call the function. Okay. And we do this thing here. Yeah, I guess let's use the whole size. No matter how big the region is, and we say if the point is contained, do we mark the region black or do we mark it white? White on black, black on white. Let's do black on white. Maybe we have a graphical representation of our region now. That would be nice. I wonder which region we'll get. Probability-wise, probably we get one of the big regions. This black thing here, this black thing, or this gray thing, or this other gray thing. Oh. Okay. That's not really in the image though, is it? Oh, maybe it is. It's on the top there. There where all the menu bars are and stuff. Now we get something else, but it's always very flat. It kind of looks like a bug. Is that correct? Yeah, why are all these regions completely flat? I don't believe that's correct. How come? How come? We have the log. What does the log say? It's never visiting anything except on this one row. What's up with that? Here's something wrong here. That contains this. That looks correct. I believe this is also correct. Maybe we are lacking. Oh, yes. We are not giving it the right size, actually. And actually, do it here. Was that the problem? Probably. Was it the only problem? Yeah, but it's doing a lot more now. Yes, look at this. Now it has actually scanned a lot of the screen. Our tolerance is fairly high, so maybe it has lumped the whole thing except for this black area in. What if we do tolerance? Or what if we posterize first, actually? Posterize. Posterize to 8 colors. And then our flood fill tolerance can actually be very low. Our tolerance can be 0, in fact. I'm not sure what. This looks a little buggy, but maybe it's just because of these tolerances. That's pretty good, right? We have a tab here for comparison. This is the tab here, minus the text on it. And we also got the whole line here because it's similar color, and this little gap is just jumped over because we have the scaled down version of the image. So yeah, we already found something nice here. And since we are starting with random points, we may get another result. Yeah, we do get this, which is, what is it? It's this little like dirt pattern here. I think, no. Where is it? Where is it? Should overlay the original image. No, it extends all the way to the right here. No, it's this thing, but why is it? Oh, I'm stupid. I moved the window to the right screen. This here is not accurate anymore. I have a new contents on the left screen. Here, check it out. This here, so that is actually this thing, which is little, this thing here, whoever that is, the YouTube streaming ninja. Yeah, so if we actually just did all the points, you know, we get all the regions. P, and I just made this all points. Shuffled. Oh, here, yeah. All points in rect. I'm sure I've made this before. Points in rect. But it's actually making a real list, which is kind of nuts. A virtual list is much nicer. Wait here. It's a list, but it's only in the mind. Virtual list. There. We can call it here. Simplify a little bit. There. For all points. Yeah, how about flood fill do all points? That sounds quite convenient. Now we should have quite a few regions. Something that's only 1 point is also a region. You can filter later and say 1 point is not enough for an interesting region. Oh, it's printing a lot of stuff. In fact, we have 4,000 regions. How many pixels do we have actually? Total pixels. I think this is wrong. It's not deleting the regions properly, I think. No, yeah, no, okay. It has fewer regions than it has pixels. That's good. There's still a lot. 4,096 regions. Okay, let's drop the 1 pixel regions. Drop 1 pixel regions. It's in the 3rd class. Where is it? Other way. Has to be more than 1 pixel to qualify. Really? It has to exist. Okay, that was bullshit. Yeah. Wow, 3-hour stream again. I'll keep streaming until the software is made. Yeah, I wanted to filter in place actually. Filter in place. Do we have this? I'm not confused. Can I remove on a normal iterator? I can. Why am I using list iterator here? Okay, now it's filter collection in place. Collection. Wrong tip. There we are. Filter in place. Much more elegant. Okay. parameter swap automatically. Done. (177 regions). That might be reasonable. Reasonable. The last thing I do right now is select a random color for each region and show them in one image. Regions image. We need to assign a color to a region. Do we do it right here? We do it right here, it doesn't matter. Or, yeah, visualization. Random float. I'm too tired to do something more reasonable. We have something like image from function, right? Image from function. Same as we did here. And we access the matrix. Giving us the region. Either it's null. Yeah, we dropped them here, but and we need to remove from the matrix also. Remove from matrix. Remove from matrix. Go through the points. And we set to null. If region is null, we leave it white. Otherwise, we use the visualization color we randomly chose. We should make it all a little bit darker so we can distinguish from no region. And that could be it. Are we lucky? No. Random float. That's easy enough. No, not default. This German character, but default 0. Yep. Yep. You have to say r.points, the points. Okay, really, this is the last thing, I promise. We didn't show the image. Regions image. And maybe we can have it print a little less. For example, I'm not setting this flag. Oh, I'm showing the wrong stuff again. Oh, that's not actually correct. I want to show the album cover again. Oh, here it is. That on the left screen. And run again, and I think we are facing some kind of bug here. That looks terribly buggy, actually. That's real buggy stuff. This pattern here, I mean, some of our logic is wrong, maybe in the bit setting. Oh man, I didn't expect to make another bug while I was this close. This is not the bug though. That looks so strange. Matrix. Did I do this one correct? Point access functions. P.x, P.y. P.x, P.y. That's correct. Well, you can kind of see the actual image here, hidden behind this garbage. So it's somehow half garbage and half actual image. Can you see the similarity? It is there. Huh. I'm not really sure. So this is going down here every 16 pixels or something. Okay, I'll leave it at that. We have a almost regionized image, and we'll continue soon. Bye bye.